everybody, this is your June market update for the Utah market. I am Justin Udy with Justin Udy and team, and I am excited to give you the details. So everybody, here is your June market update. Now, just so you know, I'm only able to give information in regards to up until the end of June because here where we are, we don't have the updated data. So this is up until June 30th of 2023 and information and data that would be likely helpful to you as you're evaluating the market. So number one, Salt Lake County, just so you know where we ended is about average days of homes on market is 30 days. The average price was running at 606,000. Now, if you kind of pivot and you look at the other counties, kind of in the greater Salt Lake area, Davis and Utah County, and let me give you some quick data here. On Utah County, your average days on market was 46 days with your average price of 572. But when you go into Davis County, it was 37 days on market with an average price point with a 558,000. Now, one of the things that I like to do is I obviously like to look at what is the data on the market, but also how does the market reacted to us kind of on a quarterly basis. And so when we look at days on market and we consider, 30 days on market, 47 days average on market, 30 days on market, 46 days on market, and then 37 days, we're kind of selling homes right now between 30 and I'm going to say up to 60 days on market. But how does that even affect you? Back in September of 2022, in our newsletter, I had talked about what is a buyer's market and what is a seller's market. And on a quick just kind of information, when you have an inventory level that gets up to about 6 months of inventory, that 6 months is a seller's market. And then kind of between that 6 and 7 month range is what they kind of call a neutral market. And then over 7 months of inventory, or what we sometimes refer to as the absorption of the market, that's when you start getting into a buyer's market. So sometimes people are saying, well, geez, should I sell right now? Folks, it is still a seller's market. Folks are still getting multiple offers, the price they want, and really getting the terms that they're requesting. But there is a caveat to that. When I looked at the kind of quarterly numbers, here's kind of just some putting the market kind of in reference of where we're at today versus maybe this quarter, a year ago, and 2 years ago. Our purchase price on our properties, when we were looking at this from 2021, our average purchase price or our average sold price of the quarter, second quarter of 2021, ended at 532,000. In 2022, it shot up to 633,000. Folks, that's a 27% increase. But then we came down to the 606,000 in this month, and in the quarter it was actually 600,000 average for the quarter, not for the month. And so that was a 5% adjustment. Now, many folks, I don't want you to be alarmed because think about this. It isn't just the price of the market, it's the terms that have changed. This quarter has been crazy with the amount of fluctuation in interest rates, going as high as 7 and above, dropping down, going back up. So think about it. Mr. Buyer Seller at, let's call it last year at this time, they had a 27% increase. They're thinking, I want 633, I want 633. They put their home on the market and then people are making them offers at 590, 595, 600. Why? Because probably at the time, the terms of the market have adjusted. The interest rates are essentially 6-7% as opposed to 5-6%. And so the terms have adjusted that price. But what I will say is we are seeing multiple offers. We're seeing activity in the market. But yeah, on an average price point home, you are seeing higher activities, higher levels of traffic. When you get higher price points, they're a little bit different. We've sold several over $1 million homes this year, but we've also sold a ton of properties that have also been kind of even less than the average price. So just know we have a movement of the market. The last kind of item that I think you should really understand about today's and the market update is that we do have micro markets in our market. There is areas that have gone down as low as 19% less, and other areas that have kind of come up 4% in value. Why? Average price point, where they're located, what the amenities are, if it's a growing community, where the price points were maybe a little bit lower and they kind of came up because more construction occurred. So a different of a change in the market. When you read national news, if you are confused, know that sometimes you're going to hear different markets are responding differently. We shot up super fast, whereas other ones slowly were coming up in a little bit of they were coming up in a different manner because we became a very targeted market because we had a lower price point. Whereas other ones had a higher price point and they just didn't fluctuate as much. So when you read news, you'll see that some markets are ticking up a little bit. And it's frankly because the terms of the market there are fantastic. They've seen these changes and maybe they didn't have such an economic impact like we had here locally. Another quick fun fact in regards to our market, sometimes people have had a problem in finding homes. Was reading an article in regards to building permits. And what this article basically had gone through the numbers of, we are starting to see a number of builders that I had personally talked to, people get nervous where they said, I don't know exactly what's going on, I'm going to pull back. But what ended up happening is what we're seeing nationally. And we are even seeing locally with some pieces of land that we're marketing, or we have put under contract and sold in this year. And even currently, like right now, is that builders build. They want to build, but sometimes the labor, materials, and the costs maybe don't make economic sense. But what we're seeing is nationally and even locally, what we're seeing is that we're seeing the amount of permits adjust. So what that says is that, hey, even as you're seeing changes in the market, you're seeing people buy permits, put in permits in order to start making either new construction and some other things. Another quick note for our market update. As of right now, we're going to see that $20,000 incentive program for the state of Utah. If you haven't heard about it, the $20,000 program is this. It's a loan for first-time home buyers. They buy a new construction home. It just has to be under $450,000. It does need to be owner-occupied. And so it's a fantastic opportunity and an incentive from the state of Utah to say, we want more activity in the market. Builders, they want to sell their property, so they're all about this. So it has to be a new construction home. So great opportunity for first-time home buyers. They're able to get into the home. That is, just so you know, it's not $20,000 cash in your pocket, but that's $20,000 money that can go towards closing costs, buying down the rate. It can go towards the property itself, but it is a loan. So they'll end up paying it back at closing, but it's cash that they get, where a home buyer that maybe doesn't even have that money could get into a property. So fantastic opportunity. If there's anything you want to know about today's market or in a future video you want to know about, please let me know. Looking forward to assisting you soon. Again, it's Justin Udy, and I'll talk to you then.